a meditation, I believe, when done with presence. But this is something that just came to me because I realized that I realized how sensitive I was as a child, and I also realized that, you know, most children are sensitive and impressionable and malleable in ways that we are not aware of until we are adults. And it takes like a lot of time and conscious reflection to realize, like you have to like realize the way that some things impacted you, perhaps unknowingly. And so this is something that came to me after I kind of realized that. Before we get into the Reiki meditation, we'll first do a few acupressure points. So for those of you who are familiar with acupuncture, acupressure works a similar way. So it comes from a system of traditional Chinese medicine, and it works by stimulating a flow of energy along what are called meridian points, which are points that go all throughout the body. Usually with acupuncture, they apply needles, but with acupressure, you can simply apply your fingertips. So it's easy and it's free. And that's part of why I like it. And then so after we do a few acupressure points, then we'll also do something called purification breathing, which is part of a Reiki meditation called Hatsure Ho, which is kind of a comprehensive, somewhat widely practiced meditation. But basically, purification breathing also helps to purify the energetic channels and prepare us for meditation. So those are a couple of the things that I'm hoping that we can do. Before we start, I'm just assuming, since this is Rays of Healing, that people are, for the most part, familiar with meditation or have some experience or exposure with it. If there's anyone that isn't familiar with Reiki or has questions about anything that I said, feel free to just drop it in the chat, and I'll try to monitor. But anyway, you don't actually need to be trained like Reiki practitioner to do this. Anyone can do it, in fact. So, but it's just helpful to know. Just give a couple of moments just in case anyone has any questions about anything that I've said. And I think there might be one person I think, Barb, would you mind? I think I hear background noise. Would you mind muting? That's okay. Okay. I'm not sure if it's muted, but that's okay. So yes, if you haven't already, you can just go ahead and start by finding a comfortable position, one where you feel relaxed. I'm in this chair on the floor, but I might need to readjust myself.
Hey, Barb. Sorry, Ashley. Barb, can you try to mute yourself again? I don't think it muted, and we're picking up some background noise.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay. Great. So as we move through the acupressure points, so first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you where they are. And like what we'll be doing. so that you can see. And then after, if you'd like to close your eyes, then you can feel free. So there are three main points that we'll be working with today, which are all used in some way or another to reduce anxiety and stress. So the first one, if you look, I'm going to take my thumbs and place them right on my eyebrow line. And then I'm going to just move them horizontally over the temples. So my thumbs are lightly applying pressure over my temples. And if you'd like to just go ahead and give kind of a little gentle massage for a couple of seconds, that can often feel relaxing, at least it does to me. And then with your middle fingers, which are considered healing fingers in acupressure, you can just kind of go ahead and find the middle of your eyes, going up through the center of your eyebrows, and then kind of one finger up from your eyebrows and apply light pressure there as well. So your thumbs are on your temples, next to your eyebrows, and then your middle fingers are in the center of your eyebrows, about one finger up. And then you can just allow your pointer finger to fall wherever it wants to naturally. And then what we're going to do with our fingers in this position is we're just going to kind of correlate movements with our breathing. So on our inhales, we're going to just gently move our elbows up and then hold for 2 seconds at the top of the breath. And then on our exhale, releasing back down. So we're going up on the inhale, holding, back down, exhale. We'll do this a few times, inhaling, hold, releasing back. If you'd like to just move at your own pace. Breathing through each cycle, feeling yourself become more relaxed each exhale. Let's do this a couple more times. And last cycle. And after the exhale, you can release your arms and hands back on your lap, allowing yourself a few moments to just rest, relax. tuning in with your breathing for a few moments, noticing how it has or hasn't shifted. And as you're doing that, I will begin to talk about the next point, which is called yin tongue. So yin tongue is located just between your eyebrow points, so close to the third eye, directly in between the eyebrows. So pressing on the yin tongue can also stimulate a release of tension, of stress, and promote emotional well-being. So when you're ready, we can just do the same series of movements at yin tongue for a few cycles. So inhaling, inhale, moving upwards, holding for 2, moving back down. We exhale. Healing. Hold. Exhale. And then a couple more cycles. Last cycle. And on your exhale, you can release your arm back down, allowing it to rest for a few moments, noticing whatever sensations you're feeling in your body right now as it relaxes and unwinds a little more. Depending on the points that you're using, acupressure can really come in handy. Like I said, A, because it's free, but also because if you're somewhere kind of out of the way, like on a subway or something where you have access to and can move your hands basically kind of covertly, it's not something that will attract that much attention necessarily, depending on the points that you're using. The final points are just on the tops of the shoulders, next to the neck. So if you put 2 fingers on each side of your neck, and then right just outside of these 2 fingers is where the point is. So directly on the top of each shoulder. So you can apply light pressure here, and you could even allow your fingers to slide down kind of gently, to rest in that position if that's easier. sometimes it's easier to notice the effects of certain points after you've done several and after you've waited a while. So I like to kind of notice as I'm holding this point, how is my breathing shifting? How am I feeling? Just take the next few moments to kind of tune back in with your breath and with your body. Noticing your inhales and your exhales. The rise and fall of your belly, your chest. The gap between your inhales and your exhales. And when you're ready, you can release that point, allowing your hands and your arms to rest on your lap or on your knees, palms facing up. Transitioning now into purification breathing. Just feel free to rest, palms up, breathing naturally for a few moments. Your awareness is natural, spacious, open, not thinking about anything in particular or doing anything in particular. And then just begin to shift your attention to the hara. The hara is a center that is located about where the sacral chakra or the navel chakra is. So it's right here, and it's about the size of a grapefruit. It's an energy center within Reiki. So if you draw your attention to this point, which is called the hara, then on your inhales, you're going to imagine that stream of light or Reiki is flowing in through your crown chakra, down the Sushumna or the main energy channel of your body, into the hara. So on your inhales, energy is flowing in through your crown and into this center. And on your exhales, the energy is leaving your body through every pore. So every pore of your skin, energy is cleansing and leaving your body, cleansing out any emotional debris, any blockages, anything that's no longer serving you. Inhaling light. exhaling, releasing it back into the atmosphere. You can just continue this at your own pace. So on your exhales, allow this light, this energy to permeate all energy blockages, any old memories or stress that's held tightly within you. Just imagine that it's being gently released through each exhale. The more you do this exercise, the more you'll feel the energy start to build within you. The more you may notice physical sensations or movement. Whatever you notice is okay. Just allow any sensations to come and go naturally. Continue for a couple more minutes. ready, we can just start to transition out of purification breathing, gently bringing your hands to the front of your chest in prayer position. As we move into the next part of this meditation, just feel free to go ahead and set an intention. Before we move into the Reiki meditation, that you'll be safe with your spirit team, that whatever you experience will be for your highest good. When you're ready, you can release your hands back down to your lap, drawing your attention inward again, beginning by taking 5 deep, slow inhales and exhales, lengthening the exhale with each breath. Feel yourself start to relax completely, becoming one with your breathing, allowing the breath to flow completely naturally, not shifting it, simply observing it. The quality of your attention is that of a detached witness, a quiet observer. Next, ask to be guided now to a time in your childhood that has great importance to who you are as a person now. Allow the image to emerge naturally. Just start to notice your surroundings, who is or isn't there, and also what you're thinking or feeling during this time. Whatever emerges, know that you are safe and simply observing what's unfolding. Next, we're going to invite our spirit team, so our guides, angels, whoever else we work with, and ask them why this memory has been shown to you. Whatever is said or not said is completely okay. And shifting a little bit with great care and love, ask your younger self, the self from this memory, if there's something that they'd like to share with you. Perhaps there's something that they'd like for you to take away from this experience. Whatever is said or not said is perfectly okay. Next, you can also just go ahead and thank your younger self for sharing, for expressing what it needed to express. Then you're going to imagine that your spirit team, you and your younger self, are sitting in a circle. So our spirit team can often encompass many beings, so this might be quite a large circle. Just go ahead and grab the hand of your younger self, and also the hand of your spirit team, your other hand. And then imagine that you and your spirit team are all sending Reiki through to your younger self and around the circle. As healing energy or Reiki is being sent through the circle, notice how your younger self reacts. Notice the flow of energy between all of you. See the effects of the healing that is taking place on your younger self and how they begin to behave and react after having received this healing. Finally, you can thank your younger self, thank your spirit team for their help and their guidance. You can bless your younger self, sending them blessings and love before you release them back to continue with their journey. And slowly start to come back into your body, noticing sensations in the palms of your hand, noticing sensations in the soles of your feet, feeling the temperature of the air in the room that you're in. Space immediately surrounding your body. Slowly coming back into presence, into the room. Be expressing gratitude again for your journey that you've just been on, and also for taking the time today to meditate. To experience this activity with your inner child. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and rejoin the circle. In the past, when I facilitated this before, I asked if people had any thoughts or anything that they wanted to share following their experience. I'd invite anyone who's interested in sharing to feel free to do so. Also, you can take a few moments if you'd rather not, and just kind of reflect on the experience that you had. Totally up to you.